Oh.
Hi, everybody. This is JoAnne Eisen and Marsha Johnson, and we are here to play today, aren't we? Say hi, Marsha, again.
We are. Hi, everybody. Nice to see you.
So we're going to talk for a little bit because we know it's going to take time for people to come in. It wasn't something that we had really pre-planned to do until I think yesterday, right? When we said, hey, let's do this. And so I posted it this morning. Hi, whoever's here. If you want a reading, just let us know you're here. Otherwise, we won't know, and you're not going to get a reading. So we'll do it. I'm seeing the chats. So put something in there if you want a reading. And we can talk about, hold on. Let me go into the chats. There we go. It's like I'm not going to see them if I don't have that marked. Thank you, whoever liked us. We appreciate that. So we're going to sit here and chat a little bit about what we are doing today and how this came to be. So Marsha and I, hi, Ginger. You're our first guinea pig, Ginger. We're going to talk for a few minutes, Ginger, and then we'll come back, and you're going to be the first person that one of us will do. Hi, Amy. Hi, Amy. I know Amy. That's your Amy.
Oh, my Amy? I can't see anybody. So, hi, Amy.
Sorry. Oh, that's a good point, because how are you going to pick people up if you're not seeing people? So do you want to have Facebook next to you so you can at least get Facebook, and maybe I'll give you some names out of.
Just give me a name. No, okay. I think whoever goes in order and wants one, I'll do it that way. I don't have to. I see a chat, but I don't see a chat. Like it's next to me, but I don't see anything.
I can. I think I can. This is as you all know, I've been using StreamYard, so I can go to both YouTube and FaceTime at the same time. So I can see everybody, but my guests can't always see everybody. And I was thinking there was a chat between you and I, so I'll just say it verbally because I don't see it. Okay. So we're going to chat for just a few more minutes, talking a little bit about what Marsha and I do and how we came across this. We were just talking about this before we went live. And so what happened was that Marsha actually is very gifted at doing spiritual artwork. She's very gifted at artwork, and it's a part of who she is and brings joy to her, anybody who knows her knows this. But she had seen that I had signed up for this Auragraph class, and then she came and joined it with me, and we had so much fun doing this class, and it's just stuck with us, and we both really enjoy doing this form of mediumship. So Marsha, why don't you tell everybody, since I've been doing all the talking, what Auragraph is really all about?
So in Auragraph, you can do it either psychically or mediumistically, I should say. And so I'll just tell you how I work a little bit. So I can do it psychically, and so I would tune into, if I am looking at JoAnne, and I will tune into her and get downloads, and I will just put it on paper. You can either draw it out. It's many different ways. You can draw out like regular drawings of trees and cars and books or whatever like that. Or I do it a little differently, and it's like abstract art. That's what I'm going to call it. And so when I do it, I will just draw. I will be drawn to colors and shapes. I use it, what do you call it? Numerology with your name or the name of a loved one. And then we'll just draw I'll draw a picture, and I'll give you a little reading that goes along with the picture. And JoAnne does it a little bit differently with, you're going to have to explain it better than I can, I think, JoAnne.
I'm not ignoring you all. I'm actually starting my old crowd. So I will turn on the camera so you can see what I'm doing. So I do it based on what your soul is telling me to do. I know that there's different ways that people do Auragraphs. And my way of doing it is, even the way I do my mediumship and my psychic readings, I listen to your soul. So I'm listening to your soul, and I just am inspired to be able to draw pictures and somehow come up with some kind of coherenceness to that. Is that a really detailed, technical answer to that?
I love it. Coherence.
Okay. So we're going to play. And because you can either pick Sharon Lee, or, well, you could pick Amy. Amy did come in next, but I know that you and Amy are friends, so you may not want to do her. But Sharon Lee or Carol Duncanson.
Oh, I know Carol Duncanson.
Hi, Carol.
How are you, honey? I just made her masks today. Those masks are for Carol.
Yay.
Carol. She doesn't know yet. It's a surprise.
So you pick one of those and get back to me, and I'm going to take my picture off screen.
Okay.
And I'm going to put the.
Okay. We can't see you now, JoAnne, or hear you. I don't know if you wanted to hear you. You're back.
Okay. We'll just do it this way. I tried to make it smaller so I can actually see. So you can see what I'm doing here, right? Okay.
Yeah. Can you pick somebody for me? I don't want to.
Because you know those two people, why don't we do Sharon Lee? This is my Sharon. I have a Sharon posse. This is one of the Sharon posse.
Okay. Hi, Sharon.
Do Sharon Lee. Okay. So I am working with Ginger, who was the first person that appeared through the group. So Ginger, what I see from you right from the get-go is I see that there are many colors of green. And green is about healing. Green is about life. Green is about growth. It's about newness. But for me, I feel like I want to make this tree that's almost kind of like a weeping willow that is full of all different kinds of green. Because I feel like, and you can put in the chat, Ginger, any comments or anything you want to put. Anybody, all of you can, but specifically Ginger right now. I'm feeling that you're very much a healer. I feel like it's very interesting. I feel like you're very much a healer. I feel like you're a healer because I want to use so many different colors of green. I feel like you are very multitasking kind of person. Like you can do all different kinds of healing. You heal with your hands. I feel like you heal with your words. I feel like you heal with your heart. I feel like you also would tend to go into types of stillness and meditation to heal. I'm going to come back to something else with this tree. But what I want to do is I want to put a river that goes through your life. And the river of this, or the point of this river that's going through your life, it's all about the people that you flow with. Like you have people that come in and out of your life that you're helping, that you're a part of. I feel like okay, so I'm going to come back to the tree. Part of what I feel like in this tree, Ginger, is that you do the outward healing for people. It's like you give in the way that you are just being in connection with people. But the other thing you do is you stand behind it. So it's not like you have to verbally or outwardly show that you're doing this. It's very much just a part of who you are. And you don't need those, what you would call accolades to do it. But you also have this beautiful kind of a purplish blue that goes through. You know what? I'm not doing the right colors. Hold on. I wanted to use pastels. I'm not using pastels. So I feel like you have this beautiful river that's coming through your life. And what that's about is how you flow with life. I feel this showing me that you're very much a very easygoing kind of person, that you can go with the flow. And as you go with the flow in this river, I'm feeling like, let me see. I'm feeling like you would have these, what I would refer to as like pebbles in this river. And in this river of these pebbles, I feel like these are a bunch of people that you interact with, that you pick up. It's almost like I see this river flowing upstream, and you're picking up people as you're going through this. I feel like they're people that are entering your life for a specific time or for a specific person or purpose. And then it's almost not that you let them go, but that you let them go. It's like you move on and say, okay, you kind of go to the next. I feel like you've got a very your purpose is very deep in what you're here to do. I feel like this is also something that you are very aware of and that you are actively doing. I'm sorry if this is kind of wonky, but what I also feel that I want to do is I really want to make this encompassing what would be orange is very much a sign of healing, strength, and energy. Yellow and red make orange. And in doing yellow and red, it's yellow would be about wisdom, would be about sharing your wisdom and giving your wisdom. And red is about imparting energy and health and longevity and, giving somebody the energy that they need to move forward. I feel like you do that with people. I feel like you do that very easily. But one of the things I feel like is happening in your life is I feel like you have all these little buds that are coming up from the ground. They're little life shoots. I'm going to wonder if there's something in your life right now that you're doing or thinking about doing that seems to be new. And I feel like you have a couple different options. And it's really funny because I feel like I need to go one big, one small, one big, one small. Like you've got many options and they're all very intriguing to you. But when I want to blend them together, it all makes one. So I feel like you've done a lot of studying and a lot of different, maybe dabbled your hand in a lot of different things. But they all become one. They're all for the betterment of the good. You know what? I wouldn't worry about that. That's really funny that you said that because that was the feeling I got. It's not about the long-term relationships. It's about the people in this river that you touch, that you're like giving them what they need and you let them go. So because this is you, this is the center of who you are. And what's interesting about that, and Marsha and I were just talking about in an Auragraph, you have your past, present, and future. And I do work with that in some way. In this one, you're kind of in the past and the present. So these people that you come into contact with, they're in the past and they're in the present. You don't have that as much in the future because you're picking it up as you're moving along. And that's okay to do that. That's okay to pick it up. I do feel like what I want to see happen, and I'm going to do it in a light blue. And this one I'm not going to do as much into color, but I want to say that I have this wind. I have this wind that's going across your life. And it's like another way of like picking up and it's like picking up information and sharing it along your way. It's like I feel like this is also an indication that you tend to be a pretty easygoing kind of person. I feel like you kind of go with the flow and that you're able to kind of adjust as you're moving along is kind of the feeling that I'm getting. So I feel like it's almost like you're a breath of fresh air that moves over people's life is what I see this as, like a breath of fresh air that just moves forward. I also want to keep saying, I don't know, it's really like I just want to keep doing this. Let's see what wants to happen with this. That's what it is. Okay. So what I see is from here, it's almost like a fire that's burning underneath you. And it's not a fire that's going to hurt. It's a fire that's getting lit, that's lighting up. And it's bringing in new understanding and new truths. It's like being able to grab onto things and really use them for your benefit. Oh, okay, hold on. I don't know if I like this one, but I'm going to use this. Yeah, perfect. I I got to sit with this for a minute, Ginger, because there's something that's really more important on this fire. And I need to let it unfold. And I'm going to wrap this up soon so Marsha can do hers. So, Ginger, what I'm feeling is that you have this way of igniting people, that you have this way of getting them to move forward and to see the potential in what they have inside them. But what I'm feeling is that this is kind of a two-edged sword for you, that you can tend to see how you can ignite people and set them on fire, but that you probably are not doing that for yourself as much as you possibly can. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Well, that's interesting. So can you tell me, Ginger, and what you're putting out about training videos, what do you mean by trying? Is there something holding you back? I feel like, I'm not, okay, so I'm feeling in your training videos. I don't feel like it's the training videos. I feel like when you know you need to do something, you can do it. But I feel like there's something you're holding yourself back from. There's something else that you want to do and that you're holding yourself back from that. I don't feel that in this, because this fire to me is not an example of somebody who is weak or shy or I can't or I'm not or anything like that. I don't feel like that's your problem. But what I feel like is this is what I find interesting is it's covering the growth up behind you. It's covering the growth up that you really want to do. I get it. Okay. So you have all these things that you're okay. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Okay, so what's keeping you from doing that, Ginger? Because I feel like, and it's funny because what you're covering is your green. You're covering the life and the health and the well-being with your fire. So are you? So let me breathe into this for a minute, Ginger, because I feel like there's something deeper here. This fire is very much covering over the life and the green. What's keeping you from, there's something keeping you in your mind. There's something keeping you, I'm feeling like there's something physical in your life that's keeping you from doing it. Not that you can't do it or don't want to do it, but you're feeling like you're being restricted by something. Because this fire in the front is full of energy. And when I did the kind of showing you how it's crossing over your green, it's like really covering it over in more of a kind of swaying, like I don't know if I can. Okay, so I know that Marsha is getting to the point where she's ready, so I'm going to leave you with the fact that you are definitely a healer. You need to just embrace the fact that you pick up people and you give them what they need and you move on. And that's a beautiful, I think you do have long relationships though. This is not, we're not talking about, everything in your personal life. We're talking about, as a general rule, you come in contact with people, you heal them, you give them what they need, and then they move on. You definitely have fire, and you've got a lot of things to be able to teach and to give to people, but you're covering it over by something that's holding you back. And so I think I feel like you're very motivated and a very conscientious and focused person. And so focus on the things that you really want to do. Yeah, I can understand that. Focus on the things you want to do and find ways, little ways that you can do it. Because if you can see, this fire is up front, this fire is overshadowing your dreams. So what you want to do is find ways to put the fire out, and then go back and find ways to be able to do your dreams. Even if it's something small, just take small steps and take one baby step at a time, and you'll end up getting to where you want to go. So it's there though. You've manifested it and it's to life. So trust that you're going to get there. Just be very mindful of what you are doing, because that's your front and center, and that's not your main focus. What your main focus in is this green, this health, this birth. It's like you're birthing something here, and allow that birthing to come forward and put the fire out, and then you're going to be on the right path. So I hope that helps. Marsha, it's your turn. I'm going to take this.
Thank you, JoAnne. All right, I'm going to put this back up so I can talk to. This is Sharon. I don't know if you watched what I was doing, Sharon, but this is your Auragraph here. I'm going to show it to you a little bit here, and I'm going to explain what I got with you. So number one, I got a lot of blues. I think I'll hold it down. You don't need to see me. You probably want to see this instead.
No, we always want to see you.
I know, but they I think, more interested in this. So what I got was really angelic wings, and I don't know if you are into angels, but there's also a little one up here. The blue, purple, I feel that you are absolutely connected to the divine, like really connected. You've got like a straight line going up, and they listen to you. Definitely heart-centered. I got the biggest heart, a most caring person that I think that you are. And the blue is also, I'm feeling Archangel Michael offering a lot of protection to you. I think he would be your guy. He's the one that's helping you. And also the other thing that I got when I was doing this pink here, right? You know that song, The Wind Beneath My Wings? So I got that, and I really feel that, I don't know if you have a father in spirit, but I'm feeling a male figure that was coming in and really was an inspiration to you, and somebody who was helping you and is also helping you now, but you are fondly thinking of this person. And that's why I got this little, and I'm not sure, I'm feeling a baby. I don't know if there's a baby in spirit, or you work with children, because I'm feeling a heart-centered, definitely working with kids. I know. And then I'm looking at this. I'm like, oh, that looks like a UFO, but I'm not going there, because I'm going back with the angels. And then I feel this green down here. I don't know how the colors are showing up online, but I feel like you were an emotional person, and you really, you're so empathic that you're feeling the feelings from everybody around you, and that sometimes it can cause you a little bit of, you're riding the waves here, because you're feeling so much, and some of it's not yours. It's other people's stuff that you're kind of taking in with that. And the blue, and it's all about love and connection with you. And the one thing I really feel is it's so huge. It's just, you're enveloped by the angels and just divine spirit helping you out. And wait a minute, I'm going to look at my notes, because I know I had so many other things that I wrote down. I write down when I'm drawing it too. And I think, I don't know. It's JoAnne. Did Sharon write anything?
Yes, I'm trying to do both.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It was lovely. She works with children. You can go there. I don't remember what you said, because I was tapping into somebody else.
Okay.
And yes, I do pick up others' feelings.
Okay, so she works with children, she said, because I feel like that is is huge. And maybe that's like the little children up in the air, because I feel like it is so such a central part of her. And even the kids, sometimes, you feel and you just want to help them so much, and really get into feeling for them, that you want to take care of, save the world. I think you're a save the world type person, Sharon. And that's something that you really want to do. And just be careful that you kind of stay away from taking on too much.
She said, yes, she had a rough week, and she's been taking too much of the energy of the world right now.
Okay. So kind of, I don't know what you do to get away from it. I don't know if you go into nature and just kind of, I know for me, go to the ocean, go to the water and relax, kind of let it all go, let it all wash away. So I do feel that your heart, and it's funny that the heart's kind of getting squeezed a little bit, with the emotions. And like I said, just you want to save the world. And Spirit divinely loves you for that, and for all the love that you show to everybody. So I think I'm done with that, Sharon. I hope you're happy. And here's your picture.
She said that she had a rough week. She's taking on the craziness of the world. I said that, okay. Yeah. Just retired from teaching, but I feel loose ends with COVID. And she rides motorcycles. That's right. You got to talk to her about motorcycles for a minute.
Oh, that's interesting. So that's where you're going to go, right? That's how you kind of get away from it all. As my husband's a motorcycle rider and I'm a passenger. I don't know if you ride yourself, but that's pretty brave. And so I feel like you're getting all the protection that you need with that.
Thank you. So let me wrap it up, and I hope that was helpful for you, Amy. I mean, sorry.
Yeah. Are you doing
on Amy? Sharon, I hope that was helpful for you. Always a dish. Amy.
Thanks, Sharon. Sharon, can I just interrupt for 1 second?
Yeah.
I can take a picture of this and send it to Sharon if she would like. I don't know how to get it to her, but maybe you can, JoAnne.
Yeah, Sharon, if you want to email me, if anybody wants to email me at JoAnne@reachtheunlimited.com, then I can get you the pictures if you're interested in them.
Are you doing Amy?
I'm doing Amy right now, and let me give you a name.
You want me to do Carol?
Well, let's see. The next person on was Mary Ellen Smith or Carol. One of us can do either one of those. And Marilyn's here. So let's do one of us. You can either do Mary Ellen or Carol, because I know you know both of them. So.
Okay, I'll do Carol, since I said Carol and I thought she was here next.
Amy, I'm doing yours right now, and I will show you where I'm at with that. This is all an experiment, you guys. Okay, so where I'm at with you, Amy, is it's really interesting what I see for you. What I see for you is that you have this beautiful umbrella of purple. And for me, this purple, I mean, what I'm seeing, that this is like you are down here. You're like at the bottom of this, and you're covering, I can't show you. So you're at the very bottom at the root. And this purple is your way of how you show up into the world and what you want the world to see of you. Not in the way that you look as a human being, like somebody would see you as, with the attributes that you have. But this is the truth of who you are, which is a very healing, but more of a I want to say like a deeply healing, emotional healing person. Somebody who would have very strong integrity is what I see from you in here. Very, very strong integrity. And when you know that something is right, you don't let go of that. You hold on to it. I see that you have a lot of wisdom that's rising above that part of you, a lot of inner wisdom that you have to be able to trust. I feel like sometimes you don't trust it. And the reason I feel that way, this yellow is all about the wisdom that you share with the world in everything that you do. But what I'm also seeing is that you have this strength that comes down. This is like your backbone that comes down. And from this backbone, you're growing all of this life, all of this newness and rebirth within your life. I feel like there are a lot of changes that are coming. And I know you, so I know you are having some, but I don't know you that well. So I'm feeling that you have a lot more that I don't know about. So I feel like this is something that's what I want to do, and I didn't quite finish. I don't know what I did with my green. But what I want to do is I want to keep these this part of this growth just going up your strength. This is you're not going to come down from this. This is who you are. So keep doing what you're doing. You're on the right path, because this is like your life path. This is like a part of the connection of you, your backbone, your intricate life purpose. And so keep doing what you're doing. I feel like it's going to come out to being something that's really going to, it's really going to benefit you in the long run with, I don't know about necessarily monetarily, but it's definitely going to give you that part of life that is, you know, all of what we're all looking for, that strength, that am I on my right path? Am I doing my right, living in my right purpose? There's more to this. That's why I'm kind of fumbling around with my words. What I see in this too is that I feel like you have some changes that you're making as you're growing this. Man, that's beautiful, Marsha. I
Oh,
took a
thank
photo of that.
you.
You have blue and clear skies around you. And the interesting thing about this that I love is that you're very consistent and you're very even. You're very, very even. You're very balanced. I don't know if you know that about yourself, but I feel like what I'm seeing in here is that you're very balanced because I want to balance this picture. So it's like whatever you're doing and wherever you're going, you're very balanced in this. So keep doing what you're doing and know that you know how to get to where you're going. You're being led and you're being guided to get to where you're going. So don't give up. But what I want to do here is I want to put right in the middle, which I'm feeling like this is your now. This is where you're at now. And this is the part where you're questioning and you're doubting. You're not really sure what you're doing and where you're going. And what I want to say to you, I'm going to do it right across here with a big, again, red. No. No. I don't know what's going on with you, but no, you're on the right track. You're doing the right thing. So please keep doing it. I'm also feeling very strongly, and I need to talk about it more to develop this. But what I want to say is that there is like a treasure chest down here. It's a treasure chest closed. And I feel like it's an old one. And it's like having a bunch of knowledge, having a bunch of wisdom that you're not tapping into. And in what I'm feeling is that I'm getting this information from a grandfather from you. I felt his presence from the time I started doing the purple. I feel like this would have been somebody who you were close to. I feel like it would have been somebody who, and I don't have too much time to give evidence and totally envelop it, but I feel like this would have been a grandfather that you were close to, and that you would know that he would help you with these treasures. He would be giving you treasures. He would be giving you, I feel like he would have given you bits of knowledge, bits of truths, bits of information that you could use to be able to go forward in your life. And I feel like this is stuff that you have in the back of your mind, that you would have had these conversations with this grandfather that would have helped you now. So it would be coming back into your mind to remember these bits of knowledge. I'm feeling like you would have known him and that you would have had a relationship with him. Orange again, I find that interesting. I didn't pay attention. I'm doing orange. Again, that's a matter of this truth and this knowledge is one that would give you wisdom and strength. So because orange is yellow and red, wisdom and strength. So you've got these two working together with this treasure that you have that you're unfolding. So have trust in that. Have trust in the way that you've moved forward. I almost feel like what I want to do down here at the bottom is this with your past. Oh, sorry. This is your past. Oops. Oops. I can't talk right now. Bye. Oops. Sorry. Oh, dang. That's my granddaughter. Everybody say hi to my granddaughter. Anyway, I feel like you have gray that's down in the bottom. Oh, Madison. Okay. Sorry, you guys. I have it on mute, but it didn't work. So I feel like you have gray here. That is you just not being sure, but you're coming out of that. You're into what you feel are obstacles, but they're not there. You have a clean forward motion. You've got a pure, clear blue skies. And you have your beautiful carpeting of it's just like such richness and such royalty and such authentic, just your authenticity about you. So keep a hold of that and know that you have the wisdom to take you forward. So, and your grandfather is, I feel like you know who I'm talking about. I feel like this is someone that you have had a very close relationship to. So hold on to that. He's going to help you. He's going to give you the information that you're going to need as you move forward, and know that you already have the information that you need as well. Just dig into that treasure chest that is within you. And I don't think you guys can see the treasure chest. Can you see it? Know that you have all the information that you need in there. So I'm going to leave you with that. I hope that was helpful, Amy. I hope you're still here. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to take.
I can get started.
Okay.
Okay. JoAnne, can you see that? I don't even know.
So beautiful.
Okay, so this is for Carol. So one thing, and I don't know if Carol, if you are even into this, but I am getting fairies with these little imps coming out. And first I was getting like, it might be a flower or whatever, but no, I'm getting little fairies, and they're all on the ends of these budding flowers. So number one, there's 4 different aspects of your life, right? And I feel that they're really, you keep them separate. If you can see, they're all separated out here. I know for a fact that you are a marvelous healer, and that is a gift. And you are a great listener. You offer, what's the word, like confidence to people when they talk to you. And I think the healing aspect is in all of these areas of your life, right? So I'm feeling that work, all centered around love, and we ended up getting a little heart in the center of that. So they're all connected to one, to your heart center, and all, the people that are, I feel like it's compartmentalized. I don't know, that's a big word for me to say, but it's like you keep everything in its own little space, and you want to keep them separate, but you're letting them all come together in your heart center right there. And the purple, I'm really feeling, I don't know, Carol, if there are fairies, can you just write that in there? Because I don't know if you've ever worked with fairies, and I don't. So I'm just curious to know if that's something that would resonate with you. And I get kind of distracted, so I need to go back into this. I think I'm going to add a little bit more to this one, Carol, because the talking does something to me, but I'm going to try to hone in on this a little bit more. And I'm feeling that, we've got some pretty beautiful oranges in there too, which is, to me, is your creativity. And there's a different way that you go about when you connect with people. And that when you really do, first of all, the love that you have for everybody, and you connect in a beautiful, different way that is unique to you, Carol Duncanson, which is something that I love. And I'm not sure about if you can comment on the 4 different aspects here that I'm getting. And I'm getting definitely work. I'm getting healing for you. And I'm getting a little bit of keeping to yourself lately, and I want you to kind of branch out a little bit. I know we can't because it's COVID, but I think I would like to, just to get out and maybe making some contact. And I'm glad that you're here today on this, and maybe, finding some way to communicate and just, keep in touch with people. And that will kind of, I feel it's going to bring you a little bit of peace, because I think this COVID that's going around is affecting you. And, I don't know. I'm just going to stop right there for a second. Is Carol saying anything?
She said that been told that before.
The fairy bit, I think.
But the fairy, she said, about fairies. Okay.
Yeah.
So she said, been told that before. The part about integrity and speaking up is spot on, and about fairies.
Okay. Oh, good. I'm glad, Carol, because I don't really know much about fairies, and maybe you can teach me. But I feel like, and you are also, when I said teacher, I know you've got a lot that you can offer other people and you can teach. And it's not really, I don't think it's teaching about fairies, and it's that I think you have that lightheartedness, but you can really teach people so much about life is what I'm getting at with you, right? Because you've done things, and people listen to you, and they know that, for number one, that you're very sincere. You come from the heart. You speak from the heart. And, I'm going to tell you guys, I know Carol, if you ever get a hug from Carol, you're never going to forget it, because it's the most beautiful thing. So thanks, Carol.
She said, work, personal, friends, healing world. Sorry, I was doing my thing, so I don't know what that was too. Do need to reach out more for sure.
Okay.
Thanks, Carol. She said to reach out more. Mary Ellen, I am working with you right now. Let me give Sandra, I think, was the one for you now. I'm kind of going back up, so I'm taking the people that were here first. And let me get her last name. Sandra, let us know if you're here as well. Wow, we got a lot of people going here. Where did Sandra go? Yes, Sandra Burns.
Sandra, S-A?
S-A-N-D-R-A.
Yeah, so can I just talk for a minute before you start? So I don't know if I explained this to you guys at the beginning, but I do it with numerology. So I take your name and I get the energy from your name. I use the numbers, and that's why everybody gets a little bit of a different shape that comes out. So that's why I want to make sure I have the right spelling. So that's Sandra.
Yeah, let me make sure. Sandra, if you're here, would you let us know you're here? So we don't want to do a reading for somebody who's not here. Yeah, it's S-A-N-D-R-A Burns. I mean, we can do a reading. I'm sorry, that was kind of rude. Okay. I didn't mean it that way. But for the people that are here, we have quite a few that want to read.
Well, I'd rather do if somebody's here. Is she gone?
She hasn't responded yet. So why don't you do Melanie? She's standing out at me right now, and I don't see Sandra hasn't responded. So Sandra, if you respond, though, we'll come back to you. So if you don't respond because you're doing something, we'll come back to you.
Is it M-E-L-A-N-I-E?
Yes, M-E-L-A-N-I-E. And I already started Mary Ellen's before. I feel like she's still. Mary Ellen, are you still here? Okay, so if Mary Ellen's not here, I'm got hers going, but I'm going to go on to somebody else, and I'll come back to her or she. I started hers, so let me find somebody who is here. A lot of you have said you want a reading, and people are coming in and out, so let me know who's here.
And Melanie's there, you said?
Yes, Melanie's here. She just confirmed she's here as well. Elisa? No. Elsie, are you still here, Elsie? Let me know, Elsie, if you're still here. Yes, Elsie's still here. Okay, Elsie, let me tap into you. I was really excited because Mary Ellen was full of fireworks.
Oh.
I'll come back to that. If she's still here, I'll come back to that. Elsie. I'm going to try not to go. Somebody's starting to come through for you, Elsie. But what I first immediately want to do is, it's not going to come through. So I got to figure out how to do this where you're going to see it. What I want to do, let me put the thing back up here. Okay. So what I want to do for you, Elsie, is I want to do, interesting. I want to do, there is such a sweetness about you, Elsie. It's just really beautiful. So what I want to do for you is I just want to make a field of dandelions, and not, dandelions that are matured, and they're well on their way of, as we all know, when we're kids, we pick up the dandelions and we blow on them to make a wish, and the wish will come true, and all the particles of the dandelions just go flying in the air and they dissipate. And that's what I see with you. And the thing that I love about this is there's such a sweetness and caring and nurturing nature to you. And I feel like, because if you think about the way a dandelion grows and the way that it is, for one, a dandelion is a very, very healing and detoxing plant. So I feel like that's what you do for all the people that you come across, that you are very healing for them, and that you're able to like give them what you need to give them the keys to get away from the things that are toxic in their life. I don't know if you do counseling or if you're coaching or if you do something like that, but I feel like you have this personality about you where you can, just by being with you, just by talking with you, that you can give them the detoxifying keys to be able to walk away from toxic relationships. But the thing that you do about it, or how you do it, is that you're doing it in such a gentle way, a very much kindness and loving kind of way. So I'm not sure. I feel also that if you can understand that you have this, I want to say kind of like a whimsical flow to you. Yes, I am, Sharon, on Facebook and on YouTube. I'm on both. Does that make sense to you, Elsie, that you would have that? Okay. Okay. Because everything I do for you, it's like, I'm almost feeling too that, it's really just, I feel, Elsie, like that's the core of who you are, that you're a caretaker. And this isn't a bad thing, that this is like something that is, it's just something that you love to do. I feel like you don't necessarily, I know we all need to take our times outs and, our breaks and whatnot. I'm sorry if I'm looking down, but I'm actually reading the chat. So I realize I'm not really looking at the screen, but I'm reading the chat. So if you're wondering why I'm looking down, that's why. I don't really want to add a lot more to this, Elsie, because I feel like in this, if you can see just the beauty and the simpleness of this, I don't want to add anything else to it, because I feel like that's who you are, that's the core of who you are, and that you understand that that's the core of who you are, and that we don't really have to add anything else to it. There's no color more. There's no more detailed pictures or more detailed parts of who you are. This is who you are. And that's, I think, the beautiful thing about you. I do also feel like I have a friend that's coming forward for you and who's kind of helping you and helping me. I'm feeling her energy, that she would have been someone who you were close to and would have had the same kind of feeling for you, or like you have. Like, it would have been a very simple, and I don't mean simple in the way that a lot of times we could take it. It's just like, you're very calming, and you're very supportive, and you're very encouraging to people, and you're very, like, you support people, whether they know it or not. They can feel that you're supporting this. And this would have been the kind of person that this friend would have been for you as well. I feel like you would have been like kindred spirits in the way that you would have seen life and the way that you would have lived life. I do feel, though, with this, that these are very light and that they could fly away. So I feel like you tend to be a little more like, you need to ground more. You need to put yourself into, sometimes I don't even realize that I'm doing it. Yes, I think that's true. Okay, so, but that's where I'm going to, is that because this is so much a part of your nature, that you need to remember to ground yourself. You need to put your feet in the sand. It's almost like what I want to do here, and I don't really want to do it because this is who you are, and I'm not going to mess it up, but I want to put like something very solid down here. Because you need to remember to ground yourself. You need to remember, I feel like you also have a very close relationship with the spiritual world as well, and that you can easily keep flying up. And it's interesting that these are like levitating. They're not in the ground and they're not in the air because they're continuing to move up. So I feel like you also on a very strong spiritual journey and path, and that you're doing very well in that, and that you're being very supported, because not only do I feel like this is an example of who you are as a person, but I also feel that this is how the spiritual world is working with you. So keep doing what you're doing because you're on the right track, but remember to ground yourself, to anchor the humanness back into this world, because like when we were talking about, fairies a minute ago, they're airy fairy. You know the saying airy fairy. You can be airy fairy, and that's not going to help you to live day to day, but to remember to ground yourself. I think that's your biggest key, is to have the confidence that you're being supported and worked with in the spiritual realm. You're being very much guided. I feel very angelic beings around you, and that they're very much helping you. That's why you're so light, and you have all this the calmness. This is very calm and soothing because you have that angelic help with you, but also that you have this gift of just touching people's hearts, touching their lives. So keep doing what you're doing. Yes, I can tell you're on a spiritual journey, but yes, find ways to ground yourself. Like, whatever works for you. There's so many techniques of grounding, and you need to do what's grounding to you. I want to say that water, even though water is not necessarily totally grounding, it feels like that would be good for you, because water can ground and take you away. So I don't know. I feel like water would be really good, a really good energy for you. So I will leave you with that. Thank you. And I don't know who your friend was, but I do feel like you do have a friend that's close to you. I feel like it would have been someone similar in age with you, and somebody who you would have been very much like-minded with. And I feel like that energy was helping me with understanding your personality and understanding how to do this picture for you. So I will leave you with that.
All right. Thank you, JoAnne. So this is now for Melanie. Melanie, so I'm just going to look at you for a second. This is funny, JoAnne, because while you had mentioned on your last drawing the dandelion, I was drawing that dandelion at the exact same time. I'm like, what am I doing? Am I getting into you or what? But I was going to go that way. I'm going to go backwards too. But yeah, so I was getting the same thing. So what I was getting for you, Melanie, is that if you can see this, I feel like you have taken a roundabout trip around the sun. It's going around, but look at now, you're shooting right up to the sun. And I feel like your wishes are definitely, you've put a lot of, they're coming true at this time. That, you put a lot of, I don't know what the word is, but, thought into where you're going. You didn't know where you're going. You were going here, then you're going there. But now look at you. You're going straight up to heaven, and your dreams are coming true. And I feel like this too, I add a lot of sparkle in for you. So I feel like that's, for number one, I think you're a very grounded person. I'm using the dark green for you. And I feel that the sparkly, though, is you have this inner light that is you're finally letting others see, right? It's finally coming out. You're finally going like, this is it. You found your true path. And I feel like this blue, too. I was looking at this, and that looks, I don't know where you're from, but I'm looking at that mountain. It's like a mountain peak, like coming out of the clouds, right? It's like you're finally coming in. I do feel like mountains are significant for you, that you can get grounded wherever you are, but the outside is something that you are going this way, that you're really in touch with. I'm trying to think, this is what it was. So I'm feeling also you've had a lot of personal growth. Like this is huge for you. Things are just finally coming around for you, and it's fast. So it's fast now. It wasn't fast then. I feel like, you're going along and it's like, when is this going to happen? And, that patient word that everybody just seems to love. But I feel like you had a lot of patience, your wishes blowing in the wind, and that you're really finally coming full circle almost, that you're going to go on. You finally found the path, I think, that is right for you. And I'm gonna stop it right
from
now.
UK, London. Thank you for joining us.
From London.
Wow.
There mountains out there?
Huh?
There mountains out there?
Good mountains. That is funny. I was wondering, we're going to do one more each because we're coming up on the hour. Just getting over my dad dying September. Thanks.
Oh, this is Melanie.
There's no mountains. Laugh out loud.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm sorry, Melanie.
Yeah, I'm very sorry.
It's not an easy thing. I hope that was helpful for you because I loved seeing that, like you were saying, that mountain looked like it was levitating, like it was just floating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's no mountains there that I could have interpreted that wrong, but you know, it's straight up. It was so clearly going right up for me.
Right. It's really beautiful, but it's still holding on to the earth too. That's
right. Exactly.
But, you know, you got the strength and the power of a mountain that's, you know, not moving.
Right.
Interesting.
Right.
Beautiful. So do you want to do one more or what do you want to do, Missy?
If you want to do one and then I can do one, a quick one.
Okay. So I need to know who's still here. We have 11. Is Jenny still here? If Jenny is still here, and let's see who else. That said they were here. Marilyn, are you still here? I'll come back. I'm not looking if you're saying anything. Put your name in there if you're still here. And I'm going up, scrolling up. So I'll come down and see who's chatting in a minute. Right now I'm going through the list. So, okay, Jenny's still here. So how about you do Jenny and I'll do Yvonne. Would you like to do Yvonne? Or do you want to do Yvonne?
No. Yvonne? How do you spell Jenny?
Jenny.
Jenny. All right. Thank you.
Well, hi. Welcome to California and Massachusetts. She's from Ireland.
Oh, Jenny's from Ireland?
Yes.
Awesome.
How is it in Ireland these days?
Hi, Jenny.
It's overcast here.
I know. It's cold here today.
Okay, I was going to pull Marianne and Marilyn. We'll come back to you. Okay, we know you, so I was trying to pick new people, but we'll come back to you and do one for you guys at some point. I'm not dissing you. It's just that we know you guys really well. So let's do people we don't know. Okay, so Yvonne. Hold on, Yvonne, I'm taking a minute to tap into you. So I'm going to go with what I'm seeing in the beginning, and you're not going to see it at first. So I'm just going to, what I'm seeing for you, and I'm putting it down earlier. Let me go back to the screen. I'm going to see how this works. Okay. What I'm seeing in the middle of the picture. Now, I'll do past, present, future. Right. Today, for some reason, I'm doing past, present, future. So that's the way I'm going to go for it. So right now, in your present, I'm feeling that you can't even see what I'm doing here. And that's because I'm feeling like you're a little bit foggy and a little bit confused about where you want to go and what you want to do, which is okay. Because I feel that what you may have had in the past was something that would have been almost like a lot of commotion, a lot of energy that was going on around you in the past. And that it almost feels like it would have worn you out, but that you were able to stay up with it. And the reason I know that you were able to stay up with it is because it's purple. And it kind of is all like meshing together. But you have this confusion, or not confusion. It's not confusion. You don't have confusion. It's almost feels like this cloudiness about where to go next. Where do I go? What steps do I take? But what I want to say behind you, or behind what I'm seeing behind this confusion, or what do I keep wanting to call this? Hold on, let me tap into this because it's something more than this then. Let me keep going. What I'm seeing is that you have birds that are behind this, and they're flying, and they're free, and they're happy, and they're very much I'm feeling like this would be like messages. I feel like these are messages that you're not hearing. That's what it is. So let me ask you this. Yvonne, are you working on some kind of spiritual practice? I want to say specifically something that you would be doing messages for, whether it be, I feel like you're doing cards, but that's not all you're doing, but you don't know that yet. Can you understand that? I feel like you give messages to people and you don't even know you're doing it. That's why it's covered over. It's like I could just go like this because they're coming out of you and you're starting to realize it. You're starting to put life into these messages and you don't even realize that you're doing it. And that you actually, I feel like, oh my gosh, it's like, I don't even know how to do this. It's kind of like, what I want to say, oh, what would I do with that? Oh, I guess I'm going to do you, kind of a burnt color. What I want to say is that I'm going to come and I'm going to make this volcano below here. That these messages are going to start erupting out of you and you're not going to be able to stop it. That there's something new going on with you. There's some new part of you that you're unaware of, that's you're kind of becoming aware of or kind of wanting to go into, and you're really not sure whether you're going to do it or not. But eventually you're not going to be able to stop it because it's just going to start flowing out of you. It's so much a part of why you're here. You do angel cards. You're going to do more, sweetie. You're definitely going to do more. I really feel like, oh my gosh. Okay, so yellow, again, a lot of wisdom today. Yellow is this wisdom that's flowing out of you. Definitely flowing out of you. And I mean, oh my God, it's like wanting to explode. So let me ask you, Yvonne, are you contemplating taking some kind of, or doing some kind of mediumship work? Can you let me know if that's something you're thinking about? Because I feel like your messages are deeper than what you're getting from the angel cards. I feel like it's something that, because it's covering. You went up from the roots, right? You can't see the bottom. Hold on. You went up from the roots down here, and you went up into past what you're doing now. So it's like you're going to keep it. You're contemplating it. And this is like all that, maybe this was a time period because it is purple. So I'm going to wonder if that was a time period of coming into understanding. Maybe that's when you were trying to figure out that you came from something else and where do you go, and brought you into the card reading. And now you've got something that's coming up and exploding into this new creation that you want to do. Well, confidence, my dear, is something that you can totally overcome with just practice, and something you're not going to be able to hide it back. Because I bet you right now, you already have connections with the other side, and you already know that you're connecting with the spiritual world. Would that be truth? See, the thing is that you don't have to have the confidence to do mediumship. The confidence isn't even a part of it. All you have to do as a deliverer of the message is be able to stand back and let spirit work through you. So it isn't even coming from you. It's coming from the spiritual world. And this is something, oh, I'm sorry. I just have to really kind of sit in this because this is like really beautiful. This is something that's in you, and it's something that you really can do. So if you have ways that you're in the, where did you say you were from again? I think you said, I'm sure you do. I'm sure you absolutely do. And birds, how funny. What are you covering, the birds? That's funny. She said that she gets signs all the time from spirit, like feathers. Marsha gets feathers all the time from very special person on the other side, and birds. Oh, well, that's very nice of you. I can definitely talk to you about Ireland. Okay. I can definitely talk to you about things to do. This is a part of who you are. This is like, I didn't know. I kept on trying to get past the kind of the fogginess before I went on with the reading, but I couldn't get past it because I had to unfold it in the way that it needed to go. So I think that you just need to trust in yourself, because you definitely have this as something that is very much a part of who you are. And so just to allow it to expand and grow will be really a beautiful thing. I think it's also a part of what you're here to do, and that you can help other people with it. So definitely don't run from that. So I will leave you with that, and I'll be chatting with you, and we can help you with maybe ways to go and how to go about that. Because I understand. I want to take from Marsha, and I'm sorry this is going longer, but mediumship is a process of learning it for within yourself, and also being able to trust and surrender to help the spiritual world for healing. And it's really a beautiful thing. If you didn't see my Facebook Live that I did, or my live show that I did on YouTube and Facebook, go back and look at it with Colleen Byram, because we talk about this. We talk about both sides of mediumship, and that may also help you. But it's really a beautiful thing that you are showing that we are not really, we don't die. We're always living. We're just living in this physical body, and our physical body dies, but we're not going to die. We are spirit. And so mediumship is showing people that we don't die, and that we can connect with our loved ones, and that they can help and guide us. So it's a beautiful thing. So I thank you very much for that reading, and I will let Marsha now.
Okay.
Sorry.
That was good, JoAnne. All right. So this is for Jenny. Jenny, so when I first started doing this, I got a wedding ring. And so I don't know where exactly that is coming into play, but I felt like there was a wedding ring, and I don't know if you're married or going to get engaged, but I feel like that is a significant part, and it could be just a relationship for you. So, first of all, yeah, I do feel there's a relationship, and I feel like there's a twin. So I'm feeling twin. So I feel like, we're right here all together, centered, and then you're breaking off, right? And I'm just going to read what I wrote here. And number one, I feel there's dancing, and I feel young girls, and I don't know where that's coming from, but I feel like, and there's twins. So I don't know if there's twins in your family, if you're a twin, if you have a close friend who is, your buddies. But I do feel that right now it is expanding. It's expansion. It's kind of rising up. You've found a passion that you're going for, and it's the flames have finally caught, right? So you finally said, like, this is it, and we're going in two directions. But I'm going to keep going back to twins, because I'm feeling a double. It could be duality. It is something about two things. And over here, and I don't know if you can see it this way, but to me, it's like you're getting your fingertips, right? Your fingertips are moving. You're going into something new here. And it's a rebirth, definitely rebirth for you with this, the red, the flames of passion.
This is what twins in the family, FYI.
There's twins in the family.
These.
All right. So that I'm definitely. Is she married? Are you married?
She hasn't answered that, but she does. Okay. Whatever she said, not at the moment, but okay. I don't know if that was married or in a relationship.
Right. Okay. So, but the other thing too is, I'm feeling like these, you're reaching out to other people and you're finally breaking through. I felt a lot of transformation for you, and it almost was turning into a butterfly. But a butterfly to me, I mean, it is transformation, but it's like gentle. I don't feel like you're going gently into this world. You're going in there with a passion and a force to be reckoned with, and people are going to know you. Jenny is going to be known. And then I also got, it's the little girls. I'm getting again. I keep on saying it. And I do feel like there's dancing involved with this. So I don't know if it's just, they're fun dancing, but it's definitely like a profession, like you're going into it, or somebody in your family. The little girl twins are strong for me here. And the other thing here, this is what I love. At the very beginning, this is why I have to take notes when I do this, because it comes in a flash and then I forget all about what I'm doing. But I'm feeling lucky period for you at this moment. So whatever it is that you're doing, your passion is rising up. It's definitely rising up. The phoenix is coming out, baby. And it's really a lucky time for you. So thank you so much.
She said that she is not married, that her partner had passed 7 years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So that's, we're very sorry about that too. It's funny because talking about mediumship, we understand that when, they pass, they're still with us. So remember that they're still with us. They still watch over us. They're still guiding you and love us. So and they're there as our cheerleaders. So they're always helping us.
Absolutely.
So I guess that's it for tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah. So it's been a joy. I'm sorry, Yvonne. I know you said Lisa is your friend, but we don't want to make this too long. So next time, though, I will do her. So we'll make another time period for this. And we really want to thank everybody for being here. This is, Marsha and I have been doing this. Marsha does it for her peeps, and I do it for my peeps. But we thought we would come together and play in this world. So
thank you, JoAnne. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. It was funny. I was tuning into your stuff as well. It was coming out at the same time, and I was like, "Am I hearing her? Am I hearing what? What am I hearing?" But it was interesting. It was good. So thank you, everybody.
Okay, everybody. If you have any more questions, comments, put in the chats. We will get back to them. Maybe what I'll do for you, Yvonne, Lisa, maybe I'll do one for Lisa and then I'll post it on Facebook. How about that one? That way I can get that in there. That's a compromise.
Good idea.
All right, you guys. Thank you all for being here, for sharing this time. We appreciate it. Bye.
Bye.